call the meeting to order for the Village of Round Lake Beach. It's our board meeting from Monday, October 26, 2015. Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk.
Here.
Trustee Valdez. Trustee Wallace.
Here.
Trustee Butler.
Here.
Trustee Mount. Here. Trustee Bennis.
Here.
Mayor Hill.
Here. Let the record show a quorum is present. Would you all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Any additions or deletions for the agenda? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Motion by trustee Butler, second by trustee Bennis. Any questions, additions, deletions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The agenda is approved as written. We have the council meeting minutes from October 12, 2015. Any corrections or clarifications? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Wallace, second by trustee Mount. Once again, any questions or clarifications? Again, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those are also approved. We have no expenditures to approve tonight, no ratifications, so move directly on our reports. Trustee Mount?
Well, thank you, Mayor. I do have a SWACO report tonight. In front of you is the project and program updates from our SWACO Board of Directors meeting from last Thursday. A lot of good information. I will not sit here and read all of this, thank you. But
No, thank you.
just a couple of highlights. Recently, a contract was signed with the village, the city of Highwood. And you'll notice in bold, it says it's the very first contract in Illinois to include a third cart for organics with year-round weekly collection as part of the basic service each household will receive. So that's the first one of that type, but that starts in 2017. So it's just something that Walter is working with the different communities to try to get the composting, the yard waste, and put all that in together. So I just wanted to highlight that. Number 3, the transition to Vintage Tech. That's our new electronics collection group. They're out of Plainfield, so everything's kept here. They've hired people to take care of all the tonnage that they're going to be getting, minimum 4 million pounds from Lake County. You'll see where Senator Bush held her 3rd meeting on carpet recycling. Right now, that's being done on a small scale up at Advanced in Zion. So we want to try to expound on that. Carpeting is a big deal when it comes to recycling. There's a lot of people remodeling and with carpeting all the time. So just wanted to show those to you, and the very last is a couple photos of the facility, the group facility over in Round Lake Park, how it's being progressed in, and it's under, the transfer station is under construction, and just wanted to show you a couple photos of it. In the process. It's located on Porter Street. That's one, and of course, we need a couple more in the county to handle all the residents that we have here, 850,000 residents. By the time that both of the landfills close up in about 10 years or so. So, for all your solid waste needs, go to swalco.org, and remember, recycle first, trash last. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee Mount. Any other trustees have any reports tonight?
Could I just remind everybody that trick-or-treating hours are this Saturday on Halloween, October 31st, from 1 till 5 p.m.
Thank you, trustee Bennis. Anyone else? Okay, we'll move on to Mayor's report. We have a couple items here. First, we have the Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month and World Pancreatic Day. If we could ask our clerk to please read that proclamation.
Whereas the health and safety of all citizens is important to the happiness, prosperity, and well-being of our families and communities. And whereas in 2015, almost 49,000 individuals will be diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in the United States. And whereas there are no effective early detection methods presently available, and most symptoms such as weight loss, loss of appetite, feeling tired, and pain in the upper or middle abdomen and back can be mistaken for chronic pains and could be attributed to other conditions. And whereas when symptoms of pancreatic cancer become apparent, it is usually after the cancer has advanced and spread to other organs. And whereas the good health and well-being of the residents around Lake Beach are enhanced as a direct result of increased awareness about pancreatic cancer and research of early detection, causes, and effective treatments. And whereas throughout the month of November, organizations and health practitioners in Round Lake Beach are encouraged to take the opportunity to promote awareness about pancreatic cancer and to support those patients currently battling pancreatic cancer and those who have lost loved ones to this horrible disease. Now therefore, I, Mayor Richard H. Hill, do hereby recognize November 2015 as Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month and November 13th, 2015 as World Pancreatic Cancer Day in the Village of Round Lake Beach, Illinois. And I call this observance to the attention of all our citizens.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Motion by trustee Husk, second by trustee Mount. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Well, any of us that have known anyone that's gone through pancreatic cancer, it's very fast cancer and a very devastating cancer, and there's not a lot to do with it yet, so
I
hopefully
have to
they'll-
say, Mayor, that there's a lot more people that are suffering from that than a lot of people know about.
Yes.
My mother-in-law died from pancreatic cancer, so I'm very aware of it.
Yes, thank you.
Mayor, just to point out something, and I could be off the wrong tree. The last paragraph of the proclamation that we just read says passed by the Board of Trustees, Lake County, Illinois. Is this something that we?
Oh.
Lake County that should? No, that's a typo on my end. Oh, okay, I just wanted to make
Thank
sure.
you.
Oh, well, no, I didn't mean to. I didn't want to point out the village administrator's error.
Typo. It's a
Typo. Thank you. Okay. I just didn't want us approving something and it be wrong later. Okay, thank you.
And the second item is Red Ribbon Week proclamation. I know this is very near and dear to our clerk's heart, so
Arrest me.
if you could please read that proclamation.
Whereas alcohol and drug abuse in this nation have reached epidemic stages, and whereas it is imperative that visible, unified prevention education efforts by community members be launched to eliminate the demand for drugs, and whereas the National Red Ribbon Campaign offers citizens the opportunity to demonstrate their commitment to drug-free lifestyles, and whereas the National Red Ribbon Campaign will be celebrated in every community in America during Red Ribbon Week, October 23rd to 31st, and whereas business, government, parents, law enforcement, media, medical institutions, religious institutions, schools, senior citizens, service organizations, and youth will demonstrate their commitment to healthy, drug-free lifestyles by wearing and displaying red ribbons during this week-long campaign. And whereas the Village of Round Lake Beach further commits its resources to ensure the success of the Red Ribbon Campaign. Now therefore be it resolved, Mayor Richard H. Hill and the Board of Trustees of the Village of Round Lake Beach do hereby proclaim October 23rd to 31st as Red Ribbon Week and encourages its citizens to participate in drug prevention education activities not only during Red Ribbon Week but all year long, making a visible statement that we are strongly committed to a drug-free Round Lake Beach.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second. Motion by trustee Bennis, second by trustee Wallace. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you. This has been going on for many, many years now. Hopefully it's had a benefit to the children in our community and the adults for that matter. Is there a clerk's report tonight?
No report tonight, thank you.
Okay, move on right on to items of business then. Our first item out of business is item A, a resolution approving a data VoIP system maintenance agreement with Call One. We installed a new phone system about a year ago. I think it came with a 1 year of maintenance. And now we have to continue the maintenance agreement for another 3 years for $17,024.23 for the whole 3-year period. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Motion by trustee Butler, second by trustee Husk. Once again, any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. Item B is a resolution declaring certain vehicles as surplus property. We're going to be surplusing 3 of the economic development vehicles that they use for doing inspections and so forth. Now that we'll be leasing those through Enterprise. And also we have 3 public works vehicles. A couple have been replaced and one's going to be actually the next line item on here. So those vehicles are also surplus. And they'll be probably sold at auction. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Wallace, second by trustee Lennis. Have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye. That's approved 5-0. Item C is a resolution approving a lease agreement with Wintrust Capital. This is to pay for the brand-new 5-yard dump truck with the plow and spreader and all the other odds and ends that go with it over a 5-year period. The total will be $135,657. Is there any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
Second?
Motion by trustee Bounce, second by trustee Butler. Once again, any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. Item E is an ordinance amending section 3-2-8 of the Village Code regarding numbered liquor licenses. We have a restaurant in town and a gas station in town that are going to be, I'm sorry, checked off item D. Thank you. Item D, an ordinance approving a variance for the requirements of the Village Code relative to grease traps. Village of Round Lake Beach requires grease traps of 750 gallons for any new restaurant to go in place. And we have to have that ordinance in place because we send our sanitary sewer to Fox Lake, and they have what they call the fats ordinance out there that covers all the solids and fats and oils and things like that. But there are certain circumstances where we can change that. There's a Dunkin' Donuts that wants to go up on Route 83 in the Silver Oak Shopping Center. They won't be making the donuts there. The donuts will be brought in, so they won't be doing any grease cooking or anything else like that. So they just need to install a 54-gallon grease trap inside the building instead of putting a great big one outside in the parking lot, underneath the parking lot. If they ever change over to actually wanting to make the donuts there, then again, then they will have to put the grease trap in, the large one. But as long as they're not doing that kind of cooking there, they won't need that kind of facility. The other Dunkin' Donuts in town does have, I think, a 1,000-gallon grease trap because they do a lot of cooking out that one over there. Any questions by the board? If not, entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
Motion by trustee Bounce, second by trustee Wallace. Once again, any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. Item E is an ordinance amending section 3-2-8, it's like deja vu, huh? Of the Village Code regarding the number of liquor licenses. We have a restaurant and we also have a gas station in town that are opening, and they want to have liquor licenses, as all restaurants and gas stations do. We have the La Casa de Maria, looking for a Class A liquor license for serving and pouring alcohol. And then Murphy's Oil, that'll want for packaged liquors. So we'll be adding one Class A and one Class B liquor license to our ordinance in order to accommodate them. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
Second?
Trustee Butler and trustee Bennis have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Mount. Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. Item F, an ordinance granting a special use permit with certain variances and departures for a used car lot at the property at 1425 North Fairfield Road. This has been before the Planning and Zoning Board and received a unanimous recommendation for approval. John, did you have any comments?
Yes, there's one additional detail in regard to the ground sign that isn't covered in the materials that you have in your packet. A question was raised in regard to whether or not a masonry base could be included with that ground sign. We did receive some concept drawings from the applicants today in regard to adding a masonry base to that ground sign, and that might be one additional detail to add to the recommendation or the approval tonight. If you want, I have additional copies I could pass around to the.
That'd be nice, yes.
Okay.
Does the petitioner have any concerns about that?
They worked with their site contractor today to put together this schematic here, this drawing that
Okay.
we're passing out.
Thank you. Yeah, looks nice. But petitioners are okay with the addition of this caveat onto the new ordinance? Yeah, okay, great. Any questions by the board?
I actually have one question, if I may. John, so when I'm coming up to the stop sign and I'm coming up to Fairfield to turn, is there still a visibility to, so,
Yeah, as you actually stop to make that intersection at Fairfield, very good likelihood that the front of your car, probably even the back seat of your car, will be ahead of that sign before you'd ever, pull out on the Fairfield Road. Yeah, there's good sight distance there.
thank you, Mayor.
I know you guys have worked with the village for quite a while, trying to get this in place. I appreciate your patience, working with us. Want to make sure we get all of our ordinances correct and the sidewalk issues taken care of and all. And again, we appreciate you working with us on that. If there's no other questions by the board, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
So Trustee Wallace and Trustee Mount, have a motion and a second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. That was actually our last item of business. We look forward to seeing your place open here soon. Now it's open to public participation. Anyone has a question or comment for the board, please come to the microphone, give your name and address for the record. Either state your comment or ask your question. Well, yeah, we appreciate you all being here tonight. Thank you very much. Would like to just mention that Jeff Werfel, one of our county board members, is in the audience tonight. Thank you for joining us, Jeff. So we don't have any executive session tonight, so we have no action on those items. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by
Second.
Trustee Butler, second by Trustee Bennis. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.